I didn't know Chester Himes that well. I knew Ollie Harrington, who was a painter from Harlem. I had met Herbert Gentry, people like that. I felt the same pressures from America that they felt. I think Wright was more powerful when he was writing in America. When he moved to France, well, things were a little easier for him. He didn't write with the same power. He didn't have the cause wasn't eating at his heart. In America, he was a powerful writer. But I suppose he moved because he was just tired or weary of the problems here. We married a white woman. They moved into a white neighborhood, and they had problems. Rocks came through the window. So the French said, "Come live with us." That's what happened. And he went. I remember an incident when Wright was there. I called him up and said, "Richard, I'd like to take you to lunch." He says, "Yes, where will we go?" I said, "Well, think about it." He says, "All right, I'll call you back in 5 minutes." He called me back and he says, "You won't believe this, but I want to go to Maxim's." I said, "Richard Wright to Maxim's?" I thought maybe Richard would want to go to the Left Bank, a bottle of cheap wine, and I could meet some of his communist friends, and it was going to be a wonderful thing for me to see all this. And I said, "Maxim's?" He says, "Yes." Could you pardon me for a moment? Hello.
A woman who had witnessed the murder from a kitchen window across the air, had gone down into the street, found a telephone and called the police precinct. The radio dispatcher had ordered the patrol car nearest to the scene of the crime to investigate. The Black Harlem detectives, Coffin Ed Johnson and Gravedigger Jones, have been cruising south of 8th Avenue from 125th Street looking for non-pushers, and they were approaching the intersection of 130th Street when the alarm was broadcast. And you know Gravedigger Jones and Coffin Ed?
Coffin Ed, yeah.
I took this name myself. Look,
yes,
my writing name is Coffin Ed.
Yes.
What do you think about the way Chester Himes treated black person in Harlem? I mean, specifically the prophets. The way he used to put Father Divine,
yes,
or,
yes.
or Grace, or it was a little bit humor and an irony that many people did not understand.
Irony.
You're from Harlem, say something.
I just think that he just wanted to pay, that there was a life of its own in Harlem. The way the people reacted were a little different than maybe other people would react to certain things. We were poorest and we had it the hardest, but through suffering sometimes there's a certain amount of humor. So Chester knew that, so he was able to get that irony in it.
La voix du camion son annonça. Toutes les familles, si nombreuses soient-elles, sont invitées à déposer la somme de $1000. Le transport est gratuit. Vous recevez 5 arpents de terre fertiles en Afrique, un mulet, une charrue, la semence en quantité suffisante, selon les besoins de chacun. Les vaches, cochons et volailles seront payés en sus, mais au plus bas prix. Aucun bénéfice n'est prélevé sur l'opération. Une mer de visages sombres encerclait la table de l'orateur. Dans la foule, une grande femme noire, les yeux luisants comme des étoiles, s'écria « C'est-il pas merveilleux, chérie? On s'en retourne en Afrique ?»